always thought I'd be there, waiting, ready, the dependable sibling who never said no. To them, I wasn't a person with my own life, my own wants, or my own dreams. I was just the safety net, the built-in babysitter, the backup plan. And for years I played that role without complaint. But the text I got that week, it shattered everything. It wasn't even phrased kindly. No "hey, how are you?" No warmth. Just a cold, commanding line from my sister. "We're taking Mom to the lake house for her birthday. You can't come. There's no room. But you can watch the kids for us. We'll drop them at your place Friday morning." Not a request. Not an invitation. Command. And in that moment something inside me broke. I realized that family, at least in my case, wasn't always built on love. It was built on convenience. And I had been the convenient one for far, far too long. You see, growing up, I idolized them. My sister was bold and charismatic. My brother was the life of the party, reckless but adored. And me, I was the quiet one, the responsible one, the one who covered when they stayed out too late, the one who hid their mistakes from Mom so they wouldn't get in trouble, the one who picked up the pieces while they laughed and lived freely. Back then I convinced myself it was love. That family helped family, and one day they'd do the same for me. But love, real love, is not supposed to feel like servitude. The cracks started showing last Christmas. They organized a big family dinner, and I thought finally I'd be part of it as an equal. But instead, I wasn't asked to bring a dish. I wasn't asked for my input. I was told to host, to scrub the house, to cook everything, to buy all the groceries, and to smile like it was a privilege. Everyone else showed up empty-handed, laughing, enjoying, while I ran around like unpaid staff. And I told myself it didn't matter, that it was family, that keeping score wasn't worth it. But deep down I felt the sting. And then came the lake house trip. Mom's birthday. A family gathering I wasn't welcome at, except as the free babysitter. That's when the illusion finally shattered. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I didn't even respond. Because I knew better than to fight them head-on. Arguing only fed their entitlement. Explaining only gave them more ammunition to twist things back on me. I needed something cleaner. Something colder. So I stayed quiet. Waited. And when Friday morning came, when they pulled up outside my apartment with 2 kids in tow, dragging suitcases, holding Starbucks cups, ready to dump their responsibility on me, I wasn't there. Because 3 hours earlier, I had already packed a backpack, locked my door, and driven out of the city. My phone switched off. No warning. No explanations. Just absence. I can imagine the scene. My brother muttering curses under his breath, my sister's face twisted in outrage, the kids tugging at their sleeves, confused and restless. They probably knocked. Knocked again. But silence. Silence has a weight heavier than anger. Silence makes people panic. Meanwhile, I was 3 hours north, standing on the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean. The wind stung my face, the salt air filled my lungs, and for the first time in years, I felt free. Revenge doesn't always need fire. Sometimes revenge is ice. My absence forced them to face what they had taken for granted. Forced them to carry their own weight, to scramble and fix the chaos they thought they could dump on me. And the beauty of it, I didn't need to raise my voice. I didn't need to argue. My refusal, my silence, spoke louder than any words ever could. Later, of course, they tried to spin it. You could have just told us you didn't want to. But no, that's not how it works. Because if I had told them, they would have argued. Manipulated. Guilt tripped me into compliance like always. Silence gave them no weapon. Silence was my shield. That weekend I hiked. I read. I ate alone in a little diner where no one asked me for anything. And for once, I didn't feel lonely. I felt whole. When I finally came back days later, my phone lit up with dozens of messages. Voicemails ranging from anger to desperation to guilt. Some yelled, some pleaded, some even tried to make me feel bad. But I didn't respond to a single one. And do you know what happened after that? They stopped asking me for favors. Not because they had changed, but because they finally learned. They learned that I wasn't their safety net. I wasn't the fallback. I wasn't the servant who lived to make their lives easier. I burned that role the moment I walked away. So when people ask why I wasn't at the lake house that weekend, why I didn't watch the kids, why I vanished without a word, I only say this. Sometimes the loudest way to say no is silence. And that silence, it was the sweetest revenge I've ever tasted.